there and welcome back to the channel. So today I am going to be building the front panel here. It's going to be the first thing you see when you open the door. So there's a moment this has just been all the framing, you know, and not just the actual cabinetry. And I'm going to put a 1/2 inch piece of fascia over all of this. And so I've started doing my sketching, my thinking and my calculations. And this is my very rough first sketch. Okay, so what that's representing is the thing that's going to go over here. So what I need to start with is a measurement of just a rectangle, which is the height from here all the way to the first step and all the way over here. Let me show you what I mean. And all the way over to here, and this is actually the widest piece. I need it to get all the way over here. Yep. And then effectively what I'm showing you here is at the top I've got a vent. Yep. And then I'm going to have a little table platform that's going to flip out here so that I can sit here or sit there or sit outside even and have drinks or put out food or rest things if I want to. I've seen people do this and I just know that it's the kind of detail that I'm going to really love when I've done it. What does it mean? It means everything takes extra time. The reason why this is painted blue, which is the base cabinet colors, is when this gets pulled down it's going to be blue on the inside too. Okay, and then at the very bottom we're going to have another little gate that's going to be pulled out, and that's going to be like shoe storage, etc. Let me show you what that is. So that'll be down here, right? So in this section there'll be a little flip out so that, again, no space left unused. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to start to cut out the rectangle, and then I'm going to extensively be using this tool, which I love to pieces, to work out all of those strange shapes that I'm going to have to cut out. Okay, so that's what I'm doing next. Show you what I've been doing. I've been laying out all of the cuts and measurements for the little shoe pocket, for the table, and then for the vents at the top, which I'm actually going to cut first because my router is ready. The rest of these cuts need to be cut by a cabinetry store. Because I need them to be perfect. I don't have the materials to do that. So this is my cut plan at this point, and I'm not even working on the side yet. I'm just going to route out this, and I'll come back. I'm getting really good at these routes, really clean. Takes a bit. Curve here, okay, which I needed to work out using my fabulous Seeker tool. It's translated into this. Okay, so now I'm going to cut that out with a jigsaw, and it should be right. Well, see, getting that aligned was, I mean, it's pretty good. I don't know how I ended up with this gap at the bottom. I did measure like 3 times, but that's okay. I actually want that to be a water drainage. There's a bigger gap than expected. I'm gonna have to do something with that. And I'm gonna have to correct this edge a little bit. Okay, embarrassing moment. Can't believe I did this. The square wasn't square. You know what that means? That means I didn't measure twice, cut once. When I measure the length, one side is 41 1/4, the other is 41 1/2. And that's thrown the square of the whole thing off. Hours of work, and I'm gonna have to recut it and reroute it and remeasure, blah blah. So today's lesson is measure 3 times, cut once. So fortunately the second time it's super square. Can't believe I didn't cut a square piece of wood. Super square, shape's fantastic, and now I've just got to redo the route and stuff, but I have a really square template to start from. So I didn't video all of this because it's just a lot of cuts and routes, and I'm making that face frame right here, right, which is quite a process. Right, so what we've got here, the top is the vent, and then we're going to have a little flip down table, then we've got a little flip down storage. And so I had to route out this, cut out this, route this little bottom section here to fit in the piano hinge, and I started to do the edge stripping, which I know is overkill, and then I got to do the edge stripping inside here too. So that's what I'm doing right now as I'm finishing up the last little pieces on this. So I am using 3/4 inch, so I end up having to trim that off. But I'm doing on the 3 sides. I'm not doing it on this side that's going to have the piano hinge on it, but I just find it seals the edges better, makes them easier to paint, and seals them against water and all that kind of thing. This is what I just mounted. Very exciting. The front panel that suddenly unites everything. So stoked. Yep. That blue panel. This is a table. That's a little cubby, extra storage and shoes. And now it looks all really united. Super, super stoked with that. Good morning. I am masked on because we have severe ongoing smoke here, which is incredibly frustrating because already balancing this fan conversion with a full-time client practice and then just juggling that and heat in the middle of summer, and then suddenly I have 2 clients postponed today, which gives me a whole day to work, and then I look at the meter and it looks like this image. Over 270. It went to 423 about 2 weeks ago. So the irony is, this is one of the reasons why I decided to do this. I'm an asthmatic, and the smoke really affects me intensely, and I want to be able to drive away from it. But right now I'm smack in the middle of it and I can't do nothing about it. I need to just keep forging forward and just monitor the smoke intensity, and I'm just gonna have a mask on all day long. I've got some N95s and N99s, and then just do some work inside too, but that's how it is. So today I'm gonna just start painting the front of this. I think I've solved the whole solution for how to bend this down. So I'm actually finishing off this front fascia today, which is super exciting. It's going to be attaching the piano hinges, and then the latches, and then the little arm piece. So here goes. So I'm just finishing up this front panel, and I just need to find a way to latch this. So I have cut one single little piece, but that is going to get attached to back in here, so that this will latch in place. In retrospect, I should have done that first, but it's okay. I can do this, and I can super glue it in place and then latch it so that it'll close and latch. And then I've got another, I'll just simply use magnets for this latch, and I'll show you when it's done. So now I'm just attaching some magnets to here just to keep it magnetized a bit when I'm driving and going down wobbly roads, etc. Yes! Yeah, baby. Did exactly what it was supposed to do. Happy when that happens. See, the thing is, that should be enough, because while I'm driving, the door's pushing hard against that. And so it's really just a little extra piece. So I'm not going to over-engineer that one. I really think through it. I don't need it. And yeah, so almost there. I'll show you it all when it's done. This was just simply using these little compressor nuts and some plastic coated picture wire, right? And these are picture hanging lugs. It's super simple. I'm not going to be sitting on this. This is just to put drinks or a plate or something on, so it doesn't need to be too heavy duty. This is just really for putting, you know, sitting over here, putting drinks on here. You know, it's supposed to be pretty, just an extra little thing to be able to put things on when I'm sitting outside here. So I'm happy with it. And then boop, it goes back into position. The last piece of this puzzle, of this cabinet, is the front of the shower. Okay, I've cut out the piece and I've painted it. Okay, and that needs to have these notched into it at this point so that I can reach my fingers in, press it and pull it, right? So I'm going to notch it all the way to the bottom, but now I need to cut the template to notch it. That's what I'm working on now.